Hey there, welcome back. Once again, it is time for the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 days, where I take this beloved hardcover coffee table book given to me about 2 decades ago by one of my best friends. It's been serving my coffee table ever since, and it's been a source of constant conversation about comic books. I'm trying to recreate those comic shop style conversations we'd have in ye old funny book bodega, and on any given Wednesday, which is new release day. And yeah, I want to have these conversations here today with you. And so I'm taking this 365 days book for its intended purpose. We're going to go to today's date. We're going to look at some art from an Antediluvian era, and we're going to read the blurb, and then we're going to talk about comic books. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. The Golden Age of DC Comics takes place between 1938 and 1955. The Silver Age from 1956 until 1970. The Bronze Age, I'm a Bronze Age baby, from 1970 until 1985. And then the Copper Age begins in 1985. I got this definition of the ages from the glossary of the Overstreet Price Guide, the most recent one as well. So I feel this is a fair and valid standard to have. Why not? Fair and valid standards are great to have. And also, I like to open up the show with something called the escapism caveat. Activism and activists are important. The world's in trouble. It needs help, and so does all the living creatures on this beautiful blue marble floating in the cosmos. We really do. And but over the past several years, activists have become bullies, invading into spaces with the intentions of the colonialist conquistadors. In my humble opinion, I look at things through a historical lens. I'm a huge history buff, and you can consider our fandom as a tribe anywhere in the world. And in come these conquistadors, the activists who want to change our pre-existing space and culture to suit their needs. So I officially accuse activists and activisms and advocacies in our fictions such as this of of an intellectual and ideological colonialism. Yeah, and if we pre-existing if the pre-existing population isn't down with the changes, then we're othered and made some kind of savage. Seriously, I mean, I see things through a historical lens. But guess what is just as important as activism? Is escapism. The ability to leave behind this world and its problems just for a few minutes in a work of fiction, a fantasy. And but where do we get our escapism? We get it through fiction, comic books, TV shows, gaming, video games, role-playing games, tabletops. We get them in church as well. We in all of these spaces has been bullied by activists over the past several years. Activism has its space, it has its place, and it's very important. I just wish it would just know when to ease off, because I got a case of compassion fatigue, and all I want is a Superman story. I don't want to be lectured. I mean, and just, I can respect an activist, but can an activist respect me? I don't think so. They're just using us for our resources, as all colonials do, right? So thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get to the fun. We're going to open up this page today to August the 6th, and I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you're clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. And it is August the 6th, and this is a weird one, but sometimes they are. They really are. These are comic books this is literally from July of 1940. It's art by Stan Oshmeyer, and it's from Flash Comics number 7. And I'll do his voice too. Nerds to that stuff. I catch bullets in cereal bowls like this. Bang, bang, bang. And yeah, who is that? Oh, what's in the bottom here? Oh, that's the next page. And Johnny Thunder was one of the first significant parodies of the superhero phenomenon. But the target of his mockery seems to have been Captain Marvel rather than Superman. And Captain Marvel was the big competition to Superman. So Johnny gets his powers from a lightning bolt summoned by a magic word. Shazam? Unfortunately, he doesn't know what the word is and can only be transformed when he utters the significant syllables by accident. Then he can don long underwear, catch bullets in a bowl, and eat them for breakfast, and suddenly lose his strength at the most embarrassing moment. Kid, we've all been there. But yeah, let's look at the art again, and we're going to talk about Johnny Thunder for a second. Who is the Thunderbolt? And does it still go on today? And the answer is yes. Let's get to it. We're going to read from the wiki. You know, my best Rich Evans kind of voice. Let's see. Johnny Thunder is the name of 3 fictional superheroes. A 4th character has the variant name Johnny Thunder, spelled Jonni, being a lady. And also, wow, the character appeared in the 2nd season of Stargirl on the CW. That's great. Johnny Thunder first appeared in Flash Comics #1 of January 1940. And in the first few issues, the title of the feature was Johnny Thunderbolt. He continued until in Flash Comics until issue 91 of January of 1948. John L. Thunder, that's his real name, is the 7th son of a 7th son, born at 7 a.m. on Saturday, July the 7th day of the week. The 7th day of the 7th month in 1917. This causes him to be kidnapped by something problematic. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to read that. I need to, I'm the captain of this ship. I'm not going to, I know when to be problematic, and I know when not to be. And so, as an infant, the blonde-haired Johnny is given possession of a pink, lightning-haired, genie-like thunderbolt named Yeez on his mystic ritual on his 7th birthday, which was intended to allow his kidnappers to use Johnny to rule the world. And Johnny eventually returns to the U.S. and has an ordinary life, washing windows, until the Thunderbolt summons him with the magic words, "Say you," and he hears. Okay, we're not going to read the wiki all day, but Johnny was he was like the everyday guy, and he was a little dim-witted, but he was part of the Justice Society of America. He was very powerful. He had a magic word, and he summoned the Thunderbolt, which gave him amazing powers. It gave him the ability to wish for things. And this is really, he's not my favorite character of all time, but I like what became of him, because later on in the Flash, and then in Justice League of America, JLA, in 1999, from Grant Morrison and Mark Miller, came Jakeem Thunder, a real legacy character. And Jakeem, Johnny Williams, is a precocious teenager from Keystone City, home of Jay Garrick, the original Flash, and Wally West, one of Garrick's successors. Jakeem got the Thunderbolt and then became part of the new Justice Society of America, and where the JSA is and remains basically the same JSA that we see here in All-Star Comics, right back here in the golden age of DC Comics. And we've been talking about comic books, and we're going to be talking about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and we'll figure out who we're talking about when we turn the page tomorrow. Like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. Turn on the notification. Ring those bells. Make it rain. I make daily content, and I hope it's something that you enjoy, from cooking soup to spirituality and gratitude, or to talking about comic books. And also, I point out planets in the pre-dawn sky if they're up and it's clear. I love that. I go, oh, that's Jupiter. Oh, that's Venus. It's really awesome to behold our neighbors, our celestial neighbors. And thank you so very much for tuning in. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in the funny pages. Cheers. Bye-bye.